Welcome back everybody to the channel. It's me, Alejandro Mendoza, or the Nerdy Chicano. As always, back for another video as we continue our installments here on Between the Frames. As we look at, finally, for the last time, the World of Wong Kar-wai box set from Criterion. Today is the final installment of our journey with this set as we look at his 2004 film, 2046, after going through all of his other films like As Tears Go By, Days of Being Wild, Junking Express, Fallen Angels, In the Mood for Love, Happy Together, In the Mood for Love, and now finally the last one on this set, 2046. I won't be talking about the short film that's on this set, even though I will get to it soon because I do want to watch that short film. But I'm only going to be talking about the 7 discs so far and the 7 films that are in here. But yes, we finally reached the last one, and I've been having a lot of fun with this set. I've been having a lot of fun being able to rediscover it, watch it on my 4K player, and be able to watch it on a better TV than the one I have back home. But I very much have been enjoying this journey, and I hope you all have been enjoying it too. So as always, remember, if you like the video, leave a like here on this video by clicking that little like button, and also make sure you join us here at the channel by subscribing and turning on your notification bell. Really helps us out here. But yeah, guys, our final installment, and we're ready to get on with it. As always, you know that we have to go ahead and look at the Criterion.com entry, and of course it follows 2046 2004. Wong Kar-wai's loose sequel to In the Mood for Love combines the film's languorous air of romantic longing with a dizzying, time-hopping structure, an avant sci-fi twist. Tony Leung Chiu-wai reprises his role as writer Chow Mo-wan, whose numerous failed relationships with women who drift in and out of his life, and the one who gives in and out of room 2046 down the hall from his apartment, inspired the delirious, futuristic love story he pens. 2046's dazzling fantasy sequences give Wong and the two of his key collaborators, cinematographer Christopher Doyle and editor, costume designer, production designer William Chang Soo-ping, license to let their imaginations run wild, and propelling these sumptuous visuals and operatic emotions skyward toward the sublime. Of course, 2046, written, produced, and directed by Wong Kar-wai. It stars so many people like Tony Leung Chiu-wai, Gong Li, Fei Wong, Takuya Kimura, Zhang Ji, Karina Lau Kai-ling, Chang Chen. I mean, it goes on, and also, you know, cameo appearances in flashbacks by Maggie Chung. But of course, the film sits at about 2 hours and 9 minutes, and it is a massive co-production between Hong Kong, France, Italy, China, and Germany. And yeah, this is the last film in this set, and this is also the last, oh no, not the last film, because he made The Grandmaster in 2013, but this is supposed to be part of a loose trilogy of films that include Days of Being Wild, In the Mood for Love, and 2046, but we're still not sure. It's really plays with the word loose, because it's also supposed to be a tetralogy with his upcoming series, Flower Shanghai. But enough of that. What do I think about 2046? This is my second time watching 2046. I was actually, way before I got this set, actually wanted to watch 2046. But if you wanted to watch 2046 on Amazon Prime, where it's available, it's on a really condensed, like 4:3 aspect ratio. That's not the aspect ratio of this film, and therefore it looks really bad. Like, it doesn't look like 2046, like the film that I'm watched on here. And then I had other methods of being able to watch it, and I borrowed somebody's DVD, but I didn't have good English subtitles on it. And I tried to find Spanish subtitles for it, but the subtitles were not matched correctly, so I kind of had to wait. I had to wait to find a good for a good avenue to watch 2046, especially because it's not available anywhere else. You can't really rent it. But I finally ended up buying this set not too long ago, in last year in 2020. I don't remember anymore. But I was able to watch it, and I fell in love with 2046. So much to the point where I said it was my third favorite Wong Kar-wai film. And then watching it today, I'm even more in love with it now. And I know I said that Chungking Express is my second favorite, but after watching this a second time and having watched Chungking Express like 3 times now, I can say that 2046 is my second favorite Wong Kar-wai film. This film is so magnetically interesting because on one end we have Tony Leung Chiu-wai's character, who is kind of going through this odd point in his life where he failed to consummate the love affair with the woman he loves. So he's just going through pretty much women after women after women, and then just kind of uses them as story points to his book. And then it is until the end that he realizes about why his life is the way it is, and why he hasn't been able to share himself and his vulnerability with another woman like he did with Zulu Zhen in The Mood for Love. And then on the other hand, you have a film about human connection, and especially the growing change in Hong Kong during the 60s, especially because of that passover from Great Britain to China of Hong Kong. And yeah, I think the film is just incredibly structured with its like odd like time jumps and time going back in time, and you have some beautiful cinematography from Christopher Doyle, and the colors are popping so much from those lights that he uses. And oh man, the music that Wong chooses in this film is absolutely delightful. I think that it really rings true to bring like this very sexy nature to this film that plays in with the erotic nature of the film as well. And I can't help but fall in love with the musical choices in here, especially when they're accompanied by such well-made cinematography like Christopher Doyle's work in this film. But I love this movie. I love every story in this. If it's Gong Li's character, if it's Bai, if it's Fei Wong's character story as well, or the Black Spider, if I remember correctly, if that was the name of one of those character story. But I love all of these stories, and I think they all are all just impressive continuations, quote unquote, of In the Mood for Love in a way. But it truly is an achievement of Wong Kar-wai, and one that really details exactly where you started and where you are at now with your style, where his style of filmmaking. Now, let's talk about the restoration. 2046 is presented on a Blu Ray disc and it is a 4K digital restoration. I watched this, of course, on my Panasonic 4K player on a Samsung 4K TV, so it's upscaled a bit. You already know how it's been going. It's pretty much how I'm going to be watching most of these films until I have to move back home. But yeah, this film looks amazing. 2046 is my favorite restoration of the World of Wong Kar-wai box set. It's the one that definitely needed the most work, and it's the one that is improved so much from the work that was done to the restoration. Colors are popping, skin tones finally look like how they're supposed to look, and it still contains that grimy feel, to the film. And especially when you're going into like the futuristic side, those colors just look amazing. I mean, those reds are popping so much. The yellow as well is popping a lot, and the green as well. It all looks so beautifully done, and it looks like they really did put a lot of work to making sure that those colors are presented in the accurate way that they were probably shot in. And I love that aspect of this film. This restoration was just so amazingly done. I can't believe they were able to take this film and be able to improve it that much, because especially if you watch the other version, this looks so different, but not in the way that it looks so different like In the Mood for Love or Fallen Angels. This looks different in a very good way because it actually shows us how the film should look. And that's what I loved about the picture quality. It looks amazing. And the audio is just amazing too. They did a really good job. There isn't anything too crazy. You know, it isn't Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital, anything like that, but it's still well done audio, and the soundtrack sounds crisp, dialogue sounds crisp, the sound effects sound crisp. Excuse me. It all sounds great. Audio restoration is done well, and I'm glad that the audio wasn't anything of a big problem in this one, but except for, of course, the dialogue that was missing and the ADR that was missing, but that in Happy Together, but that's neither here nor there. Audio sounds great, video looks great. This is a great restoration, and this is, even though it has its hiccups, the World of Wong Kar-wai box set is a fantastic set, and it is one that I highly recommend everybody picks up. If you're looking for something on a Criterion sale, or you're looking for something on a Barnes & Noble sale, pick this up. You won't be disappointed at all. It's one of my favorite releases of last year, and it's one of the best physical media releases I have in my collection. But we are going to say goodbye to this set as we begin another journey to another set next week, as we look at the next installment in Between the Frames. We are going to look at Criterion's out-of-print Trilogía de Guillermo del Toro. These are 3 films: Chronos, The Devil's Backbone, and Pan's Labyrinth. We're going to be looking at these films 3 weeks. We'll be doing these 3 films, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break from Criterion as we look at 2 next sets. But these are the next sets that we're going to do. So make sure you tune in to next week's episode as we talk about Chronos, and we get to look a little bit at this set. This set is out of print. This is a Blu Ray set, so it's going to be interesting to see how you always say and all that stuff. So it's a little beat up, but as that. But of course, if you guys want to keep up to date with all the things that I do on social media, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Serialized under the Nerdy Chicano. Twitch as well under the Nerdy Chicano, twitch.tv/Nerdy Chicano. Make sure you go ahead and keep up to date with all the wonderful stuff we're doing here on the YouTube channel, and all the stuff that I do for the Nerdcore by going to nerdcore.com and checking us out on YouTube and Twitch at the Nerdcore. And also, my friends, thank you all again so much for 100 subscribers. Some videos are coming out, so they're like a little late because I filmed them way in advance, so I don't say thanks for 100 subscribers because I hadn't hit 100 subscribers back then. But I just want to say thanks again so much. We're going to be doing a awesome commentary of War and Peace, and I've got a giveaway coming soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned to all the stuff that I do on Twitter. And of course, my renowned cinephiles and wonderful scholars. Celebrate the love of cinema today, tomorrow, and every day after. I'll see you on the next one.